I'm sure many of you guys have already seen videos with a similar title of mine talking about how they've fallen out of gaming or why gaming is no longer fun. And a surprising amount of you guys actually agree with these videos, which confuses me since I am someone who still enjoys video games even in its current state. So I wanted to make a video talking about this topic and why I'm confused with the people that agree with these statements. A lot of the arguments I see online involve people feeling like these games are half-assed, that they feel repetitive, but whenever I watch one of these videos that talk about this, I notice that most of these videos have one thing in common, and that is they're mainly going off on the really trendy games such as Fortnite, Apex Legends, Call of Duty, and so on and so forth. So already I can see the problem here. The companies that make these trendy games know exactly what they're doing. They know that no matter what they do, people are going to play the game. So they release their games half-assed, get the launch money, and once they see the reviews come in and the player base dropping, then they put effort into the game. Even if they don't fix it, people are probably still gonna play it since it's a trending game, and you wouldn't be cool if you weren't playing. This has trapped some players into games like Warzone. It's a free-to-play Call of Duty game along with it being a battle royale. A game can't get more trendy than that. I also know a lot of people were frustrated that the game didn't have an anti-cheat, which made the game a hacker fest. Normally, most people would leave right there and then, but a lot of people feel like they have to stay since it's the trending game and you wouldn't be cool if you weren't playing it, and they end up falling out of gaming since that's all they play. The reason why I'm confused about these complaints is because there's a simple answer to this, and that's to stop playing the game and move on. If you keep playing the same garbage over and over again, of course you're gonna hate gaming as all the games you play are treated like trash. When you open up to other games or even other genres, you'll eventually find something that's fun to you. I personally still find multiplayer games fun, not from these trendy battle royales, but from tactical shooters like Counter-Strike, Valorant, and Rainbow Six Siege, and from arena shooters like Halo Infinite and, dare I say it, Overwatch. And when I need a break from those games, I pick up some single player games like Portal, Wolfenstein, Life is Strange, and Guardians of the Galaxy, which I'm about to purchase. I'm even trying out games I missed out like the old Super Mario games on the Nintendo Switch and Uncharted on my PS4. Because I opened up to more games, I now have games to play depending on the situation I'm in. If my day was pretty average and I don't have much to do for the day, I spend a few hours of my time playing my tactical and arena shooters. If my day was pretty stressful and I just need to chill, I go to my single player games. I think people hang on to these trending games in hopes that some miracle update will release that fixes the entire game and makes it fun for them. I'm here to tell you that it's probably not going to happen and that you should move on. In fact, I'd argue that people moving on would show that developers need to put more effort into their games, and maybe then that miracle update will come because of it. There was a similar issue with the game CSGO. That game is based on an old type of tactical shooter. Before 2020, there were no games like it, and Valve, the developers, knew this and hardly did anything to keep the players interested. If you wanted to quit their game, good luck finding something similar to it, as the only other games like it were its predecessors, CS 1.6 and CS Source. That was until 2020 hit, Valorant came in and took a good portion of the player base. Then Valve noticed this and finally started putting some effort in. And since then, the game is actually more enjoyable because of it. Games need a reason to change. If you keep playing the same games you consider garbage over and over again, game developers aren't going to see anything wrong with it while you're draining the fun out of gaming for yourself. If you truly don't like the games you're currently playing, move on to something else. Another issue that may factor towards falling out of video games could be that you may have just grown out of the hobby, which is totally fine. I think some people see gaming as one of the greatest hobbies of all time, and growing out of it may not even be a thought for them, so they blame their lack of fun towards video games on things like gamers being better than them, microtransactions, rushed products, which is kind of ridiculous since all of these issues have existed since the dawn of gaming, but only now it's an issue. And while those issues being the cause may be true in some cases, the root of the problem might just be you growing out of gaming and you just need to spend your time elsewhere for a little while. And again, that's totally okay. That's just how hobbies work. Some people will grow out of it, some won't. But don't force yourself to like video games. If you don't like playing video games anymore, don't play them. You don't have to force yourself to do it. If you truly don't like video games for the reasons I mentioned before, take up my advice. Take a break from the game you're currently playing, or take a break from the hobby overall and see how it goes. If there was another reason why you fell out of gaming, let me know down in the comments below. Aside from that, I hope you did enjoy the video. Leave a like, subscribe for more content, and I'll talk to you all later.